Hi, welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. In today's video, we are going to do some December calendar planning. So we're going to make a weekly planner spread that's going to be for a food diary, a food log, and then we're going to make a calendar, daily planner, weekly planner spread for the whole month, and then I'm going to show you how I do that. So generally what I've been doing in my planners, this is not glued down yet, I'm going to hold on to it. So I've started off, I've used washi tape, I use markers, I use planner stickers that I've purchased from different stores on Etsy, different Etsy sellers. I like to support handmade, so I always buy from Etsy sellers when it comes to this kind of thing. So I was picking up a lot of stickers, like I said, from one of the sellers there. And then I've just started, using those up for quite a while. And then my washi tape, I kind of played around with that to see how I liked it. I just did my, month at a glance calendar, which we'll do one of those as well in today's video. And, so it's pretty basic. I mean, you can do it like here. I did it in a block, just drawing lines, and then and this was for my food meal planning. So I follow a rotation diet. So my meal planning is very easy because the menu is the same, but I just still need to know each day what am I supposed to eat, because you know how it is. It's hard to remember, what did I eat yesterday? What did I even have for breakfast this morning? So if it's dinner time and somebody asks you, what did you have for breakfast? You may not remember. So if you repetitively have your cup of coffee every morning, well, obviously you're going to know, yeah, I had coffee first thing this morning. But it can change. So I came in with some of my stamps, and I stamped on it and then colored it in. So I've done a variety of things. So this month I said, you know what, okay, and going through 2022, I'm gonna take on a new style, and then I use a composition book. So this composition book still has plenty of pages, and I will be coming in with that and continuing with this book. So what I did here for the December, I thought I'm going to use up my paper scraps, because I've been doing videos about scrap busting, using up your supplies, that stash. And so it's the same with this video. We're going to be talking about that. What I did is I took the strips that were left over from the paper and from other projects, and I thought, so instead of doing the marker like I would normally do, I said, I'm going to cut these thin enough to where I can use that as my divider for each week. And so I had that done first. So I did that on both pages. So this is going to be my food diary meal planning page. And then this will be my weekly planner. So month, day planner kind of a thing. And then we'll do our month at a glance. So this was November's layout. I have my little page tabs that I like to use. So I just did something different on here. So this was my meal planning page, and then this was my weekly planner, day planner, so for appointments and all that kind of thing. So I need to know, each day, what am I supposed to eat, like I said, because I have to follow a rotation diet. So for me, it's very important that I don't eat the same thing every day, 2 days in a row or 3 days in a row. It has to be on a 5-day rotation diet. So what that means is, they say it's a 4-day rotation diet, but that was confusing. So I call it a 5-day because then that helps me to understand. So on day 1, 2, 3, 4, day 5, I can have what I had on day 1 again. So to me, that makes it much simpler. But if I was following a 4-day rotation, I thought on day 4 I could have what I had on day 1. So that was too confusing. So it's not. You have 4 foods, different foods. On day 5, you can have what you had on day 1 again. So that is extremely important. And then hopefully you have enough foods that you can rotate in. So you have to have at least 4 different foods that you can eat in every category, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, so that you can rotate it. So thankfully I do. So for breakfast, I have 6 different foods in that category. For lunch, I have, I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So for lunch, I have 5 different foods that I can rotate. And for dinner, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. So I have 5 foods for my dinner that I can rotate. So this is what's helped my body and the inflammation to calm down, is because I can rotate going into day 5 and to day 6 and even day 7 for, different, depending on what meal it is. So if you want to learn more about that, if you have food allergies and food sensitivities, digestive issues that nobody can understand or the doctors can't figure out, you have a lot of nasal congestion, lung congestion, it's generally connected with your food, believe it or not, and your environment. So if you're around heavy perfumed items, if you're using potpourri, if you're using room sprays, chemicals in your home to clean with, anything scented, that's what your number 1 triggers are for your congestion. So just give you a heads up on that. Like again, if your doctors haven't clued you in on all that. Okay, so, and it goes beyond, like, it goes into more. So like if you genuinely have asthma, if you genuinely have allergic rhinitis, things like that, then your pulmonologist, allergist should really be already having these conversations with you, and you don't need me to tell you. So this page, again, like I said, this is going to be the food meal planning. And what I will do is on this paper here is where I will write the Sunday through Saturday, and I'm going to use my markers. And I like to use the Stampin' Up. It's called Stampin' Write, and this set is many marvelous markers. I think I do this, I keep looking on here to see how many markers are there. And it's not like they tell you, right, easily. There should be a number very easily. But I'll show you the variety. Here's all the variety that I use. So the ones of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Marcia. Thank you for being here with me today. And on this channel, I share with you variety of planning and crafting, sewing, meal planning, organizing. I have videos on all those categories, and my Etsy shop updates because I'm an Etsy seller. I've been on Etsy since 2008. I have 2 shops, a handmade shop that's all stationery and wallets and gifts for women, and then on the other shop it's a vintage gifts, home decor, and supplies, sewing, crafting supplies that are all vintage. So vintage means 20 years or older, and to be true vintage and to be able to sell on Etsy. So now this theme is like a blue and purple is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go with this darker plum. It's so pretty. It's actually called Blackberry Bliss. So I think I'll go with this one here, and I might alternate it with this blue. So let's see if these 2 will show up on this paper that I have. And I'm just going to flip back here so that you can see how I do that. I just, hand write it in. I don't do anything special, and I could get my calligraphy marker out and I could do that. But, I don't mess with that. So let's just get right in here. And I like to use, there's 2 ends on these, and there's one that's a brush tip, and that's what I like to use. And then the other end is a fine tip, but we're going to use the brush tip. So we're going to start here in this end, and then we're going to go down here and put the Saturday. And then I work my way. So usually it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I might fit Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday is over here. Generally, that's how I do it. And then I just space it, so I think I'll alternate these two colors. I just, you know how much space you need to give. You know your routine. If you have a set routine, then you know what you need to do. You know how much room you need to allot for particular activities. I love how this blackberry one is showing up. This color is called Pacific Point. So both of these show up very nicely on this paper. Okay, so see now I have a lot of space. So for me, my busy times, I shouldn't have closed that yet because I'm going to use these two colors to put in the days, the numbers of the week. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are my busy days with my congregation activities. And then Wednesday night is our congregation meeting. But the rest of the week is pretty good. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings are very busy, full, until the afternoon. And then Wednesday is only in the evening, and then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is pretty open and not really much going on. All right, so today is the 30th. Turn back over here. So today is Tuesday, November 30th. So 30 days have September, April, June, and November. So Wednesday is December 1st. And I like this that, okay, so now it probably won't, it might work out, but now that I'm looking at this, I'll alternate the pen color too as far as the number. And I always put the number, usually, let me see if I did that or not. Yes, I did. Okay, so the numbers go up here. So this will be number 1. And then 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me number this real quick. And if you have a busy pattern like you're seeing that I have here and some of these, then, you know, try to put your numbers where you can see. So I'm using the lighter shades. Now these two won't be a problem. This one down here is a little bit more going on. So this just, you know, it gives you more enjoyment in using your planner when you sit down and put this kind of time and effort into it. Then you enjoy it because you're making it more fit your personality, and that's what I like about it, because I know when I come in here that, you know, this is something that I've designed for me, and it's, you know, makes me happy, something that I enjoy, because when I picked out these papers to begin with, it was what I liked and what I knew that my customers liked, because florals are very popular. So whatever is popular is what I would go and buy. So you can see how easy this is. I mean, it's not hard at all to do your layouts and to get everything. So see, now look at that. Very quick and easy. All I had to do was come in here and put the days of the week up at the top, and then on the pattern, on the line, normally, like I said, it would have been my markers, but that's where you write your dates all the way down, and then you're done. Okay, now I'll come back in and fill my food in later. Not with you. You don't need to know all that. You don't care about my food. So now over here, what I did is I printed out, I had purchased a digital a while back I don't even know, last year or the year before, from Nazi. And I love vintage, and she's very much into vintage and vintage wallpaper. My husband actually and his brother are professional wallpaper hangers. So when she was using vintage wallpapers, and I happened to find her channel one day years ago, then a couple years ago, actually it's not been very long. So it just, and then the colors. She loves very much florals. I love florals. Pastels. I like pastels. And so it just, you know, it was very much a exciting find for me. Okay, I think these two have gotten moved. So what I was doing here was I'm alternating the solid, the print, the solid, the print, the solid, the print. And these are mimicking the old-fashioned film strips. So I'm going to try to see if I can make these myself too with my patterns. And then she has another one that's mimicking the old, which is not old anymore, it was old, Polaroid film prints. And I was just looking on Amazon, and they have made the old Polaroid camera, so it's not that clunky black looking thing anymore. They were really nicer, streamlined, and came in a variety of colors. White was one I saw. I think more pastel colors. Cute, cute, cute. I don't know. I think they might have had a black as well. And then they have small ones. Now they have a smaller camera, not necessarily for children. And it comes in a smaller shape when it prints out. It's, I think it was 2 inches by 3 1/4 inch, or 2 1/4 by 3, something like that. I could have the sizing wrong. It could have been 2 1/4 by 3 inch was the print size, whereas the bigger one is a larger. I don't even remember now what the size of those are, but maybe like 3 by 4. I don't think they were 3 by 5, 3 by 4, but they go in a vertical instead of horizontal. So my idea with this is I will do the same thing. So up here will be the days of the week, and then where you see right here this space in between, I'm going to line these up. That's where I will put the next numbers as I'm writing them. So that's the plan. So whether it's going to work right or not, I don't know, because underneath here, right here, is where I have the strips, so it may not work, and I may come across up here and put washi tape over the top of this where I see the strips are, because I've spaced it out perfectly. And let's see, so this would be 1, 2, yeah, see, that would only give me 3 weeks, and that's not going to work right. But this is a new layout, and I wanted to give it a try, because I said, you know, I wanted to try something new. So the first thing I'm going to do is glue all of this down. So that's step number 1. And these measure, so if you wanted to just make something like this yourself, which I'm going to do, like I said, for January going into 2022, I'm going to make all these myself. And these are strips that are 2 1/4, and they are about 5, 6, 7, almost little shorter, maybe 7 3/4. So 2 1/4 by 7 3/4 approximately is the length on these. So I'm just going to use my glue stick. This is the Scotch glue stick. Scotch brand is what I like to use. And, you know, this isn't going to be going anywhere. So I'm just going to do the top here and the bottom. There's no reason for me to worry about any other part of it. And when you use a glue stick, you want to go over it a couple of times, and that they tell you that in the directions. So I'm going to lay this over here to the far edge. And I'm going to just do this with all of the strips right here. And this is going to be my calendar page. So it can be, this can be more decorative and fun. And like I said, since I know what I usually do on each day of the week, then I'm, you know, I can allot what it is that I need to do. And I don't have any appointments coming up until February. I do have one in January, but just trying to get the corners. Make sure you get the corners really good. So I'm really working on learning how to do more digital prints myself. So I want to learn how to do more. I use Canva, so I'm going to be working with Canva. And I have a lot of my daughter's artwork, so I want to use that. And then I have other vintage wallpaper that I purchased and hankies and things like that that I want to make my own, just like Nazi did. Okay. Isn't that pretty? So that just gives it a really nice look. And look at how inexpensive this was. You can buy the digital or make it yourself. You know, these papers, you can design them in colors in any way. And you can go on, even on Canva, because you're using it for your personal use. They have a lot of things that you could use and design it and make it yourself. And you could make borders in between, and you could put pictures and prints. You could scan so many things that you already have, and then you print this out. This was on a 8.5 by 11 sheet, and then I just cut these down to, you know, because these were meant to be cut out. But you could make it on one full sheet, and then you could do the same thing. It could be just that you cut the sheet and you put the whole sheet on here. You wouldn't have to cut it into strips like this was designed. And then you could also design it where it could already be spaced properly so that you could write your rows in here. So that's my goal. I want to make a digital planner with my Canva online with what I already have, and then spacing it out accordingly, so I know that I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know I need 5 rows for my calendar and for my food diary. And so then I would space these in order, so that obviously they're going to be smaller, or I could even actually bring it up to the height of this page here, which the composition book, let's see what this is measures. Okay, so this is 9 3/4 is the height. So that gives you more right there than your 8.5 by 11. And then the page width is 7 1/4. So 9 by 7 1/4. I mean, that's really good. 9 3/4 by 7 1/4. So that can be a beautiful calendar page that I can make. So that's my goal, is I'm going to try to do that for my 2022, is making my own calendar spread using digital. So we'll see how that goes. And if I can do it, then I will share that with you guys, because I thought that would be so fun as a project to do together. So that's one of the things I've got planned for us for 2022, is making our own digital papers and prints and calendars. So let me grab the washi. I was trying to see if I had something that was a solid. I want to use more of a solid, and I want it to match, kinda, sorta. Maybe nada. Okay, so there is pink in here, so we got some pink, so we're going to pull in this pink here. So I had a yellow, but I don't want yellow on this. All right, so now, and this is wider than the strips that I had under here, but that's okay. because, you know, washi is easy to write on. And washi does seem to stick pretty good on this kind of paper, so let's see. Let's see if that proves true. So I'm following the strips that I can see underneath of this. And then I'm just going to cut this. And then here's another one here. I don't know if you can hear that squirrel. Probably not, but he's out there squawking because there must be a cat around or something. And then one more down here. Okay. So this is going to be good because this will let me be able to write in the dates. And that's what I need. I need to do that. So that's important. Need to have room to write the dates. Yeah, it looks pretty good with that. It's not so bad. A pastel blue would have been nice. But it's already got so much blue, so I don't know. This is kind of pretty. This is actually breaking up all of that blue. There we go. Okay, so let's just cut this off. Alright, so now all we need to do is come in here and put our dates on here. So now, because this is the different colors, I'm going to put these two colors back. So I might keep the blue and but I want to see if I can do something here with the green. So let's see what we have. Okay, so we have this. I think these two will stand out really nice. Okay, so we're going to start off with the green. Let me see if I can see that. Yes, I can see it. Okay, so as long as I can see it, it's all that matters. Okay, so I started off with the green and I ended with green, but we'll see if that was a good idea or not. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so we're short. We're short a day. Okay, so generally, okay, where is the pen? Okay, Thursday would be here. Friday will be here, so at least I can line these up. See, this is another thing. So now I know I need 7 vertical columns and 5 horizontal rows. Okay, so that's important to remember. Okay. When we're making our digital, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, good. Good to go. Get the right color. Oh, wait, see, I'm doing it again. All right, so then Wednesday was December 1st, because today is, yep, okay. So we're going to just start right here. Do the same thing. So I'm keeping it in line with the date at the top that I wrote. And see how nice this stands out on the washi. So you can just see it so easily. Now the one thing about the washi though is that it does, once you have to let this dry, because while it's still wet like this, it can wipe right off and smear. So be very careful you don't accidentally lay your arm on it or anything else on it until it is completely dried. this was a fun one. I'm very happy with this whole idea that I came up with for this one this month, because it's completely different than what I did all year long. Okay, there we go. Quick and easy, quick like a bunny. All done, and isn't that pretty? Look at how pretty that looks. So nice. I just love it. So if you like vintage and pastels and flowers and all that kind of good stuff like I do, then you would be liking this. And then this one is so much different too. Look at how different these are. So they're just, you know, have fun. Have fun. It's your planner. It's, you know, completely up to you what you want to do in it. So now this is my food diary, like I said, so I will go and sit down and get all this written out and fill this in while I'm eating my breakfast, because I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. So here you go. So I hope you really, really enjoy this. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope this has inspired you to sit down, go buy a composition book like I did. We're going to be decorating as soon as we fill this in, because we only have a few more pages left in here. I might be able to do January. Okay, so this would be a January spread, because I glue 2 pages together because these are so flimsy. This would be a February spread. Yeah, I might be able to get January, February, possibly March. Okay, yeah, because this page, you need 2 pages, and this is coming apart right there. Anyway, it will go into January for sure, possibly February. So I will buy a new one for 2022. And we'll decorate it. I'll show you how to put this pocket. Here's a clear pocket here. Here's a pocket back here. So I'll show you how to put the pocket on it. Show you what I used for the inside and the outside to decorate it up and to make it pretty. Okay? So keep creating in the sunshine. Again, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. That all helps me to get found in search. Have a great day. Bye-bye.